can imagine that I've got into the target, I've hit the target. Everything on this side is now fucking dead.
So the only thing left.
So the only thing left is what? Is to pull it. Is to pull it through. To drag it down and through. To drop the weight. To lift the weight. So that at the end, when I'm making the impact, I've made the break. I've broken the skin. But now I've got to enter it. I've put the weight. The hole is established for the wedge to go in. I don't make a hole with the wedge. And now I hit the wedge. Then I drive it into the target. I don't know if that makes sense. So you talk about shaking. The shaking, yeah, you can use ropes, you can use poles, you can hold, but it's understanding the concept. It's not because every fucking road worker would be a fucking knockout specialist. It's understanding the idea of where did we put that piece of?
I have no idea, and I looked right at you.
It's that. It's that. It's an oscillatory moment. So I can't. Sometimes that's why the Constantine shit is no good. The oscillation. There's an oscillatory component to every joint. My shoulder can move back that far, but it won't suddenly shake that far.
So this is like when you talk about the optimal range of movement for optimal for us.
And that's the softness in the harness. And there's a tightness there. This is like rattan, if you like. This is the softness in the hardness of the rattan. And I've got to find out. Now look. So I mustn't overbend it. Yeah. It's just getting that optimal bend, sudden bend, to actually create the release. You'll see it in knees a lot. You see, you see, there's the pin. Now look at the hip. It's gone back.
Right.
I don't put the foot back. I position the hip back. Now I've got all that to fucking hit you with. And it's the same with the round. That's the bit. It's this making the shot. And it's this hand. And as a pull through, it's coming because I've what? Again, there's two kicks. The thrown kick and the driven. The shot that the thing which I suddenly Tricia, just check.
Gonna break the light.
So
No, it's not the door, it's the light.
So I throw it and I drive it. To do it in the same way as the Chuck Liddell punch, I go out and I come in. One of the reasons I go out and I come over is so that if I didn't, I'd run into his shin. I'd break my fucking leg. So the more power I produce, I'd actually be killing myself. I'd actually be fucking destroying myself. Most kicks are token. They don't fucking do anything. But if you're going to develop big power, you better be in good position because it can come back and hit you.
We've seen that on those clips tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if they understand that, but does that make sense? So you have the feeling that you throw the leg out. And one way, because you need to cut an angle on the guy, you talk about when you're doing the shadow boxing. What you do in shadow boxing, you work on a tactic against either in shadow boxing or pad with a specific opponent in mind. Punches, shoots, use a southpaw, whatever it is. You work it that way. You know, you create a fight in the pad work, and you create a fight on the bag, and you create a fight in your shadow box. It's a tactical thing. When I watch you, there's a set rhythm. You're working at a set rate. I don't work at a set rate, and I don't work from a set position. I work from anywhere. Hands down, hands up. So you break the rhythm. But when where were we on that? We were
on the round kick.
Oh.
Not to break your...
Yeah. There's a body component. So again, if I'm doing, say, you're doing your shadow boxing, there's a body component training in shadow boxing, what I do with guys. In other words, you nod your head. Great. You can twist your head. Great. And you can what? Laterally flex your head. You can roll your shoulders. Oh. You can shake your shoulder. You can twist your waist independent of your hip, and you can move your hip independent of your waist, ahead of your waist. You can twist your feet, bend your knees, do your ankles, blah, blah, blah. And so you're finding out what the body part is contributing to the action. So if I'm doing a round, I'm looking to actually include what? The body, the drop of the head.
I can see that.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Or the what?
The
twist of the head.
Yeah.
If I'm doing a punch, which elbow move out, shoulder lift up, come down. And I use that body movement to actually what? Make my shot. Look, I can go back, I can go left, I can go right, I can twist. I can go back. I can also what?
Come up.
Come up. So instead of doing a warm-up where you go, and your eyes are going, do some tongue work and then do some fingers, and then do a warm-up which is kind of addressing the body component movement as it would be done in the fight, not as you would do it in a Barbara whoever warm-up calisthenic. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll take that and put it in my fucking warm-up class. So the idea is when you do a move, you're looking for the component moves. It's a technical thing. You're looking to see what's the contributing factor of a part. This hand comes down. This is helping like a diver to rotate me. So as this hand comes up, it does the same thing. And there's tactics within, you can build tactics within that. So it's allowing me to make this rotation while I keep my head, what?
In line. In
line to you. The difficulty is if you do it right, if you go, here I come. So you have to find a way. So when you do it, you do it in such a way that it's all what?
All one part.
Or one shot. The quickest way to do that is to hop. And if you are going to step, you step as you raise the hand. You know, I can't. It's
really hard to see your whole body. Let me just go over here.
I can't actually step because I tell him I'm going left. But now I haven't told him fuck all. So if I want to left, I go left that way. I don't go left this way and then do a kick. I've just told him I'm going fucking left, right with a left round kick. So the load happens as I what? As I'm going towards him. It doesn't happen before.
Yeah.
He mightn't see the telegraph, but it's fucking too late because the kick's already coming in.
Yeah.
Or the knee's already coming into the shot. This hand is so critically important in that, in the same way, on the pull, the hikete hand, or the pull side, is rather like you touch a hot stove. You touch it and you suddenly withdraw. It's the fastest fucking reflex you got. And so, to increase the shot, you do it by a pull. To increase the load, I pull it. Like what? Like I pull my hand off. And the faster I do that, the faster that muscle will stretch, the faster the spindle will stretch, and the more contractile force I'm going to develop. On the kick, it's rather like I'm what? I'm pulling this kick through him. I'm pulling my body like I was holding on a rope, and I'm pulling to you. I don't know if that makes sense. And the height at which I do, the height I do this at, means that I place my hand at the height I what?
Want to kick to.
I want.
Yeah.
I don't place my hand here and kick up there. So you not make Coop's indexing because that's rather static. You actually said dynamic indexing. It's been around for fucking centuries.